Well, I was dealing with, stress. I have a high-stress job, and just life stress issues,
Right.
things like that. That were starting to really, get weigh on my mind a lot, and
Yeah.
start to take over my thought processes, and it just became too much of an issue. And I was trying to find a way to get rid of it.
Had that been burdening you for a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and especially towards this most recent year that we just had. It was a very stressful year, so it seemed to be escalating, piling up a little bit.
Yeah. What were you doing to try to fix the problem before we met?
I do a little meditation.
Yep.
Talk with friends and family, that kind of thing. Just talk about the problems.
Rest,
But yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
find any.
So what were your thoughts about hypnosis coming in?
Well, I was had a sense of expectancy. I knew that it was going to work. And your approach really intrigued me because you talked about doing a real deep dive and really getting in and
Yeah, it went down to about here. Didn't
right,
it? Down
right, yeah,
almost
we really did.
down to the basement.
Yeah, we really did, and really deal with the issues, but not like, in such a with a microscope, but with a push broom, right?
This is a good point that you
Yeah.
bring up, because that's what you came in expecting, that we were going to have to go over every
Yeah,
detail.
I did. That was I thought I was going to have to bring up every little thing that happened in my past, but it wasn't like that at all. Actually, it was more of like a broad stroke approach.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep, yeah. Just get rid of everything. You already know. Your mind already knows. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your subconscious, right?
Yeah.
I tell clients that I can use suggestions, something like, Mike, let's make it so that your subconscious now locates, isolates, deletes, and disposes of anything and everything that could stand between where you are now and where you want to go.
Right.
And I think I might have mentioned that to you when we first get started, and you probably wondered, what the heck is he talking about?
Right, right.
I have a lot of things I want to cover. Let's get
Yeah.
back to it.
Yeah. I had a list, right? I
You
came in with a
did.
list, and I thought that's what I had to do. I thought I had to sort of micromanage each one of those issues, but it wasn't like that at all. And it was good to hear. I felt encouraged that it wasn't going to be a long process of reevaluating and focusing on the problem, but actually getting rid of the problem so you can just move on.
What you experienced with what we did, you said, was deeper than...
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt that I got into a really good deep relaxation with you, but I felt always in control, which I was a little bit nervous about, to be honest with you. But I felt always in control with the process, that I could get up, wake up, and just walk out if I needed to. But I didn't want to. I felt really good with the process.
Right.
It was a nice feeling to be that.
It feels too damn good to interrupt, doesn't
Right.
it?
Right. Exactly.
Sometimes I see people who go into the session with their legs crossed,
Yeah.
and I tell them, so you might want to uncross them, because halfway through you might feel like moving them, but you're going to be so relaxed you're not going to have the energy to even want to slide that leg over.
Yeah.
So what was it like when we first got into the sessions, that first visit?
Yeah, it was very comfortable. Your office is very, warm and inviting. Yeah, it was very comfortable. Your office is very, warm and inviting. You make people feel at ease. And when we got to work, it was very enjoyable. It was just basically like relaxing and talking to somebody. Just listening to a story, and very easy to follow along. It wasn't anything complicated about it. In fact, it was just very easy and natural. You would say, now picture yourself in a big warehouse, and you're going down to this warehouse. So I pictured literally what you were saying, going down. And I pictured it underwater,
Oh, right, right.
and then this warehouse, and you said there were boxes in the warehouse. You could picture everything. In fact, everything is more vivid. Your imagination is like kicked into a higher level.
High def?
Yeah, definitely high def. It's very easy to see the things you say.
So describe what happens in the warehouse.
So the warehouse, that was our second session. So we would go down to the warehouse, and you'd actually see, sort of on a macro level, your issues that you had dealt with, the problems that you were dealing with, the stress issues.
In the
And-
boxes?
Yeah, in these boxes. But then you saw the solution to what these boxes were. There's a big hole in the middle of the warehouse, and you're literally throwing these boxes one by one down into this hole, and they're gone for good. You never see them again. And it's very liberating to pick them up and chuck them,
I could see you're kind of excited just
Yeah.
talking about it.
Oh, sure,
It makes
yeah.
you feel good, doesn't it?
It feels great. It's very liberating. It's you're unloading, wholesale, without examining everything about the box. The box is whatever. You're just throwing it away.
Right.
That's the beautiful process.
The one thing, the goal was, I think I might have set it up as we were doing a session, that everything in this warehouse was unnecessary. We needed to empty it out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what's in the boxes. But sometimes people actually, see labels on boxes, and they can do that. But
Yeah.
apparently you just needed to clean house.
Well, I saw what they were,
Yeah.
but I didn't spend a lot of time focusing. Oh, this was stress, or fear or something. I would just chuck it.
So did you feel after the What did you feel after the first session?
After the first session, it was incredible. You know, you feel really relaxed, and then when you're done with it, you feel very light. You physically feel light, and you feel happy. You got your endorphins. You're running wild. You know, you feel really good, and you feel confident and positive. You know, like you're ready to take on the world, basically.